Hi guys, Chris Sandel from Westside Student Ministry Team. So today is one of my favorite days of Holy Week, if you can say that. So much happens today on Thursday as Jesus is preparing to go to the cross tomorrow. So many things that we could reflect on. If you're reading through the reading plan with us, things you can read through. Even beyond that, one of my favorite passages is John 13, so you can look at that as well. But right now, we're going to choose to focus a little bit on Jesus spending some time with God. Just like us in this moment, when Jesus was in his darkest hour, he went to a garden of Gethsemane, and he brought some of his closest friends, and he went and he just asked them to pray with him and for him, and then he went to be alone with God, just like we're going to do in just a moment. And in that moment, in some of his darkest times, he just pours out his heart to God. He's honest, but he's also willing to trust, and he's willing to do whatever God calls him to do. And so as we head into this moment, prepare your heart, just like Jesus did. Prepare your heart to be honest, but also to trust God and be obedient no matter what. So if you don't already have headphones, make sure you grab those right now. Grab a notebook and something to write with as we prepare for this time to come into God's presence.
Stop. How is it with your soul today? 2,000 years ago today, Jesus was in the lowest point of his life so far. He knew his time had come, and he was preparing to go to the cross. In that dark moment, Jesus turned to the Father. He found a place, just like you've done now, to get away and be with God. Take a moment to now clear your mind and invite God to speak to you in this time. Exhale. Breathe in deeply. Close your eyes and focus on each area of your body. Start with your toes. Move up through your legs into your chest, through your arms, and up to your head. Allow each part of your body to be open to God's presence. Continue to breathe in deeply, surrendering every part of you to God. As you breathe in slowly, pray, Lord of creation. As you exhale, pray, not my will, but yours be done. Do this 3 times. Look. Look up. What do you see? The sky? The ceiling? Close your eyes and imagine you're looking up to God. What question do you have for Him? What emotion would you want to express? Would it be sorrow, frustration, joy, sadness? Often we wait until we're at a low point to cry out to God. But the Bible tells us that Jesus frequently withdrew to lonely places to pray. For the next minute, tell God exactly how you're feeling. Be honest. Allow Him to meet you exactly where you are right now. Before you move on, take a moment to surrender that feeling to God. Repeat the simple prayer that Jesus prayed in the garden. Not my will, but yours be done. Ask. When you are at your lowest, what do you do? Who do you turn to? At His lowest, Jesus invited some of His closest friends and followers into His sorrow. It might be seen by some as weakness, but even Jesus needed others to surround Him. Even Jesus needed others to be with Him and pray. Who do you turn to when you need someone by your side? Who are 2 or 3 people you can turn to for support and prayer? After you finish this time, take a minute to contact them and tell them how you're doing or thank them for being there for you. Right now, though, take a moment and pray. Pray for those people by name. If you don't feel you have anyone you could turn to contact, ask God to show you those people and bring them into your life. We'd also like to invite you to reach out to us at Westside or leave a message in the comments of this video. We'd love to come alongside of you and pray. Take a moment now to ask God to show you who those people are and pray for them by name. Here. Jesus loved you enough to face the horrors of the cross for you. As you hear these words read aloud, reflect on what Jesus faced and thank Him for all He sacrificed for you. Then Jesus went with His disciples to a place called Gethsemane. Sit here while I go over and pray. He took Peter and the other 2 sons of Zebedee along with Him, and He began to be sorrowful and troubled. Then He said to them, "My soul is overwhelmed with sorrow to the point of death. Stay here and keep watch with me." Going a little farther, He fell with His face to the ground and prayed, "My Father, if it is possible, may this cup be taken from me. Yet not as I will, but as you will." Then He returned to the disciples and found them sleeping. "Couldn't you men keep watch with me for 1 hour?" He asked Peter. "Watch and pray so that you will not fall into temptation. The spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak." He went away a second time and prayed, "My Father, if it is not possible for this cup to be taken away, unless I drink it, may your will be done." When He came back, He again found them sleeping, because their eyes were heavy. So He left them and went away once more, and prayed for the 3rd time, saying the same thing. Then He returned to the disciples and said to them, "Are you still sleeping and resting? Look, the hour has come, and the Son of Man is delivered into the hands of sinners.